Hello curl friends, welcome back to the Frizzandfrillzz channel. My name is Chloe, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of my curly tutorials and tips. Today we are going to be doing a huge battle that many of you have been waiting for a very long time. Most of us are probably very familiar with the Dyson. Okay, this is what I would say is like the creme de la creme of hair dryers, right? And the creme de la creme comes with a very hefty price tag of $400. Now, I've been using this specific dryer for probably a year and a half, almost 2 years. Actually, probably about 2 years now. And it has held up beautifully. I absolutely adore this dryer. I adore the diffuser and the magnetic connection. It has been a fantastic investment. But new to the market, we have what I would consider really the first ever true competitor product to Dyson. And that product is the Shark Hyper Air IQ system. Okay, this dryer and diffuser comes with a bunch of different attachments, but as curlies, and most of you know, I don't straighten my hair. I don't really style it any other way other than doing a diffuse and rocking my natural curls. So this is really the only attachment that we're going to be discussing today. It does have options for other ones that are more for like blowouts and soft waves and curls and things like that, but this is what we're discussing today. This pops right off. It does not, okay, let me just repeat, it does not have a magnetic system. I don't know if that's something that was patented by Dyson, I wouldn't be surprised, but instead, this system has these little grooves through here, and so everything just attaches that way, pretty much any way that you wanna go, and you can see, you can spin it on and put it in that way. I can move it around and we can put it in that way. So it goes on pretty much every way. You just kind of have to find where it clicks. So not quite as easy, I would say, as the Dyson, but a very close second. I actually got to consult Shark while they were in the midst of creating this product, which was a really cool process. I enjoyed immensely because if I could give them any helpful tips, hints on how I would want to use a product like this, it was really great to be able to do that with their inside team. So that was a really cool process. This review is not in any way sponsored. I know that you guys just would like to know. I think it's just over $200 to get it with the diffuser, or $400, so about half the price. Is this just as good? And will it give you the same results? Now, I haven't done a split head test, and that's what we're gonna be doing today, but I have used this dryer for now a handful of months, and I can say without a doubt that it is very comparable to the results I get with my Dyson, okay? We're gonna do a side-by-side test and truly get a real comparison in real time. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, because I got a little bit of air drying, it seems like, in today because I was in the middle of setting up my lights and my camera and stuff. We were just in Denver shooting with Maui Moisture, one of my favorite curly brands. And I got to see a ton of my curl friends. I'll pop up a little cute video I did with some of them while we were there. It was super fun. It's just so nice to get to see other curly creators and get to share different insights and just see other people that are in your industry and just a bunch of other like boss ass women who are just like doing it. And I really love to connect with people like that. We're not gonna do like a perfect part because I don't want to mess up my finger coils that I've already done, but I'm gonna do my best here to get kind of a split without messing my curls up too bad. I think that's gonna be a good enough for middle part. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to start my timer on my phone, and we're gonna do a direct comparison for the dry time for each side. And then I'll just call out anything that I'm seeing side by side as we're going along. So let's get started. Now, if you just heard those two different clips, you'll notice pretty quickly that the Dyson is definitely quieter, okay? So if you're looking for a quieter dryer, this is going to be quieter. This is definitely louder, but I would still say it's quieter than some of the other dryers I've tried in the past. Now, one of the other things that I think is actually way bigger of a deal than it being quieter is the diffuser attachment itself. The diffuser attachment for the Shark Hyper IQ hair dryer. This one of the things that I love about this is you can see this little thing. This is going to allow those prongs to extend so that you can get deeper into your scalp and dry your roots, which is really, really nice. And I think that's very innovative that Shark decided to do something like this. I feel like they really listened to what the curly community was needing and wanting. Whereas the Dyson, I've heard from a lot of you, and I would agree with this, is that it's very shallow in here, right? This is not very deep. It's not, you can't get like a lot of hair in there. So it's really not the best attachment, I feel like, for somebody who has a lot of hair, longer hair, bigger, denser curls. I just feel like it's not quite as good of a fit. And you really don't have any other options when it comes to Dyson. I've seen some people like finagle a few different things where they've added magnets to different diffusers. You could do something like that to get something that's deeper with it, but at $400, should you really have to? Probably not. So I will say I've been diffusing though with this for the past couple years, and I've still had great results from it. So don't let that necessarily deter you, but I will say I definitely prefer the diffuser on the Shark. Okay, not gonna lie, my arms are getting really tired by holding both of these up, so I am going to track the rest of my time by doing one side at a time because my arms just can't handle it. So we are currently right now at almost just under 6 minutes of dry time, and I did about 3.5 minutes on both sides, and then I switched over. So far I'm going with the Dyson the rest of the way, and we're gonna see how long it takes me to finish that side versus the other side. I will touch base here in a few minutes, hopefully when I am almost 100% dry on the Dyson side. Okay, we are back. Here is what I'm finding. We took about 10 minutes to do this side. If you double that, that would be about 20, where I would say like 95, like 96% dry. So normally I would just like let that kind of air dry the rest of the way and then go back in with like a couple more seconds of just like getting some extra volume in there. So I'm gonna leave that for right now, and we're gonna move over now to the Shark side. Okay, I just stopped in the middle because I was noticing something. So one thing I'm noticing while I'm drying on this side is that these are super helpful with these extendable prongs. When I'm going in, I'm going like in and then like up, and I'm able to get a really nice, almost like root lift while I'm diffusing. Whereas I can't really get that because the prongs don't extend as much in the Dyson. So that's something I'm definitely noticing right off the bat as I'm doing a side-by-side comparison. Now let's get back to it. And by the way, guys, I am using the exact same heat settings on both of these. You can see the backs actually look very similar. Low heat, high air on both of these settings. These both toggle on. This one has the cool shot in the back on the Dyson, and the cool shot is on the front for the Shark. So again, I paused this, so I'm gonna go turn this back on right now and continue on. Okay, we are back, and here is what I'm gonna tell you. This took me, y'all, I mean, I'm looking at this, I'm factoring in where I started talking and forgot to stop the timer. And I'm not kidding when I say these are literally neck and neck, which is what I had found before I did technically like a true side-by-side comparison. These are at the exact same dryness levels. Actually, in certain parts, I would actually say that Shark's side is a little bit drier at the same time. That's interesting. Really close though, really, really close. I feel like it is a no-brainer. In my opinion, I would absolutely go for the Shark considering it is half the freaking price and you're getting pretty close to the same type of product. Now, if you are gonna be using all of the additional attachments on your hair, you might wanna look for a different review just to see on that, because I'm really only reviewing the 2 diffusers. I think this diffuser is far superior. This is slightly heavier than this one for sure. So I do say that I think that's a con on the Shark, is that this is slightly heavier. This was just as easy to travel with for me, to be honest. I traveled with this twice now, just as easy to travel with as my Dyson was. I mean, just overall, I really think this is a phenomenal comparison at half the price. I really do. So I'm gonna make sure that I link this below for you guys. And if you have any questions on this as well, please let me know. And if I find a sale or a code, I was really wanting Shark to send me a code. Shark, if you're watching this, please send me a code for my followers. They would appreciate it, and so would I. But if I find it on sale, I will absolutely let you guys know. I'll make sure to put a few links so you guys can price check too down below. I think that would be helpful for you guys. I just had to finesse my hair back to the part that I normally like to have so it dries, but kind of finesses like the right way that I like it to. But overall, guys, I think Shark is the winner for the price and the value that you get out of that dryer. So like I said, I'm going to put all the links down below for you guys to check that out. I will put multiple links so you guys can track on sales and stuff, because I know we're coming up on Black Friday and all of the holiday sales. So I know you guys are gonna wanna be in tune with that. And guys, that is today's video. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have still not subscribed yet, what you doing? Why haven't you subscribed? Hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of my curly tutorials, tips, and tricks. Okay, glad we're on the same page. Give this video a thumbs up so other curlies can see this review as well. I'm hoping it was really helpful for you. And if you figured out which one you want, tell me which one you're gonna get. I would love to hear it. I mean, I'm hoping probably you go with the Shark now, because honestly, I think it's just as good, if not better, for the price. So that is today's video. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys.